There is, isn't there? There's a big, beautiful, bald man who has kind of shorter arms.
What?
And nobody could have expected him to have any success in a leverage game, in a leverage sport. What did he do? Oh, I don't know. 12 years in the NFL, Super Bowl champion.
More than a decade.
You tell me.
He also coached.
You tell me.
Is that good?
You tell us. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for him to tell us what happened in the trenches with A.Q. Shipley.
We got a mostly Chiefs segment here.
A lot of running.
Oh, well, you were bobbing the Eagles, so all Chiefs.
I was.
You were. Oh, my God. No, all the big guys. Your team lost. Oh, shit.
Sucks.
I will be the first to say the MVP for this offensive line was the fucking grass.
Whoa. AJ, Orlando Brown was on the program.
Nice guy.
What do you mean, AQ?
Having said that, they played very well. They played very well. I was very pumped. Listen, they've had 40-something yards rushing in the second round of the playoffs. They had 20-something in the first round. Everybody was like, Andy Reid can't run the ball. They ran the fucking ball, didn't they? You
loved it.
Hey, before we get into this,
it's
been the highlight of my week, guys.
Hey, it's been a pleasure. Huh? It's been an honor and a privilege.
All of you guys. This has been unbelievable. I'm sad. But before we get the fuck out of here,
it's about love. It's about love.
AJ, we're sad too, aren't we, AJ?
Yeah, we're all sad with you, AQ. That's why I can't wait to watch this whole In the Trenches. It's going to be unbelievable.
Oh, AJ really, he wants you to get the fuck out of town.
All right, let's get through it.
AJ's done with this segment.
Wanted to have a moment.
AQ.
Go ahead.
I appreciate AQ sharing his feelings. I agree, AQ. I like you being a little sentimental. It's true. It's a great thing. It sucks that it's ending, but you know what? Let's enjoy it.
You should try it sometime. You're right. Let's not get sad because it's over.
Yeah.
Let's be glad that it happened.
Yeah.
there it is.
And it's currently happening.
You nailed it.
Yeah, and AJ always says, I don't want this to be too much of a suck fest, but yeah, it's been a hell of a year.
Yeah, don't need to bop you the whole time. Yeah, I know. You're not a big bopper on other people.
Yeah, we get it.
All right, here we go. Let's dive into it.
AQ, we miss you. We'll miss you too.
Great year.
Hell of a year out of you, AQ.
Unreal.
Thank you, guys.
Learned a lot.
This has been awesome, seriously. Hey, Philadelphia Eagles line up in a little cub front. We call it a cub front because they're in sub-personnel. 5 down with a single backer. We got a safety here. We got a safety here. He's usually the nickel in this situation. But check it out. Check out all the eye candy. First of all, Creed Humphrey, one of the baddest dudes in the league right now playing center, right?
Hell yeah.
He's got to get over here.
What?
It's a long way to go.
Between him and Trey Smith, who we talked about earlier on the show, former 6th-round pick, who is a dog, ends up coming here. They got a scoop block on Linval Joseph, one of the best players I ever played against in the middle of the line. And they got to work a scoop. He's got to get underneath and get all the way to here. We get Orlando kicking out. We get Thuney kicking out. We get a nice cutoff on the backside. Check out the eye candy. He's going back. He's going. Look at the DB running with him. Vacates. Knows he's going to do that. Creed bypasses. Goes to CJG. Did I say that right? GJ. CGJ.
GJ.
There it is.
GJ.
And he just erases him, and Pacheco in the open field. I mean.
He's a freak.
Look at this. Kick out. Look at this. Look how he gets leverage. He plays backdoor, climbs, and we got a
big gaping hole.
That's a monster hole in a Super Bowl.
Didn't expect this from the Chiefs, I don't think, going into the season or into the game. Orlando Brown Jr. said we heard all of it. We heard all of it. We heard what AQ was saying about the other offensive
Exactly.
line.
He heard all the bopping that was done on the Eagles O-line.
A lot of Eagles O-line and D-line bopping happening.
It was ridiculous.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Chiefs.
AQ, both those guys reset in their respective markets, Trey Smith and Creed Humphrey.
When it comes time, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they're both in year 2.
Yeah, same
which
year.
Which is insane.
Yep.
That's an unbelievable O-line draft class. Probably one of the best, if not the best guard in his draft class.
Oh!
Doesn't go till the 6th round medical issues. He says, fuck it. We're doing this damn thing. No medical issues for me. I'm just becoming one of the best guards in the league.
I mean, look at that. I mean,
that's perfect. That's Linval Joseph.
That's a big,
that's no
very
joke.
good football player.
Incredible. Incredible job by those guys all game long.
AJ, they felt disrespected, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess AQ also, the fact that they're going to run against that 8-man box, that takes balls, doesn't it? Now, obviously, that misdirection helps a little bit.
That's the whole key, right? It's the misdirection. It's also a nickel defense. So regardless if there's 8 in the box, if it's 8 and you got 2 of them as safeties, we're still feeling pretty good about life.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, we get a little trap coming. We get a little trap coming in the second quarter. Check this out. Creed comes back, and Dominican tries to beat him up the field. He makes his block easy for him. He gets Sue, just kind of walls him here. We're going to get Big Trey when he pulls. He hit a lot in this game. When he pulls with violence, and we are pulling right here. These two are going to bluff the D lineman right here, and they're going to handle both backers. Boom to there. He's going to bluff and get to 57. We don't even need to block him because the trap keeps him wide. That's how this play is blocked. If the field doesn't suck, he might hit his head on the goalpost right here, but he trips. Right there.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, in the paint.
On the paint.
Thanks a lot, Sod Father.
94 years old, the guy doing the grass.
Yeah, AQ, would you take him out back or what?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I was just asking the question.
The guy did a lot for football.
He did.
I just had
In
such a hard time.
1920s.
It really did. When I watched the coaches tape, it took away from this game because you saw both D lines completely neutralized because they couldn't get out of their stance. When they tried to turn the edge, they just wipe out. It was tough to watch.
Hey, can you explain how big a deal it is for like the D lineman, that first get off, right? Isn't that what they can't really trust their footing there?
Exactly. That's the whole thing. And I'm not even kidding you. I saw Hargraves literally jetted up with his foot back, goes to push off, slides out, and falls on his face. Not just once, numerous times in this game. They all had a play, literally super soft coming out of their stance, and then boom, you get big holes like this.
Hell yeah.
McKinnon, dog.
They got a lot of great.
Another free agent.
Oh, I love this play. First of all, I think they copied this play from San Fran the week before.
Ooh, copycat league.
I think they copied it from
Not a
San
bad
Fran.
idea.
Yeah, smart.
Whenever you
Good
get
run
this,
game.
so whenever you get this play, this is it's really a second option to the counter. Whenever you run the counter, you should be coming to the open side. A lot of teams started doing this year. San Fran had it a lot last week where you get tight end wing to the same side. But what matchup do we hate?
Tight end DN.
Tight end DN. So we're going to bluff him. We're going to get the down block going to here. Our pullers are going to go for here and here because you're pulling two guys. And then we're going to get Kelsey bluffing, going to a corner, and he can just ragdoll him if he wanted to. This is awesome. And wait till you see the setup. Watch him bluff. Watch what it does to him. And then watch Big Trey Smith pulling with reckless abandon.
What?
Look at him. Turns him literally.
Oh, geez.
Oh. And then Travis Kelsey blocking tight end.
Blocking.
How do they know when they're kind of given the, hey, let's let this guy score?
Yeah,
is it clear that, like, hey, these guys aren't trying? Just that last wall.
Right there.
Great design, though, is
Soon
what
as
you're
I see it.
saying, huh?
Great design. They get him there. And then the wherewithal for McKinnon to get there and slide. People don't realize how big of a play that is. They take a couple kneels. He goes into the end zone. The Eagles have 1:38 left to go win the game.
Yeah, they're aggressive, too. They go for two.
Zito, great work, bud. I just seen it. Atta baby.
What's up, Z?
Hey, Zito.
Hi, baby Z.
Sorry about that. But anyways, guys dreamt of scoring a touchdown in the Super Bowl his whole life. Literally.
You know how many parlays Jerick McKinnon touchdown was in?
Oh, my God.
Millions.
How about old Cuz that landed half inch short there in that first drive before Jalen?
Kenneth Gainwell, yeah.
Oh, my God.
He was like plus 500 to score.
The first touchdown, too. I couldn't even imagine.
Oh, first touchdown, I think he was like plus 3,000.
So this is a heads-up play that isn't always made.
No.
Especially because humans have egos and pride and everything like that. Unbelievable wherewithal from a captain of the team in the biggest moment.
And I think it was Orlando Brown who brought it up, the guy who got dragged into in the Super Bowl a few years ago.
Brett Veach brought that up.
Yeah, Brett Veach, yeah. I believe that was Eagles-Patriots. Patriots, I think it was Dante Hightower, drags running back into end zone. Patriots get the ball back down 8. They don't end up winning, obviously.
Sick slide, too. Baseball player for sure.
Pretty wild. And just so we're clear, even if he would have slid into the end zone, it's where you start the slide.
Because you gave yourself up. This is the quarterback slide thing with the ball. Because he went out of bounds, too, afterwards. I'm like, oh, they could fuck him, AJ. I thought they might fuck him and like, oh, we'll stop the clock because nobody touched him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just a
That would have been a tough one. The refs people would be pretty upset at that one, too, I would imagine.
I think so.
For people watching.
Good ref here.
Yeah, good thing they got it right there.
Was that the ref that made the holding call? Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, how about the discipline to not score right there, right?
Love
Genius.
That'd be tough to do, man. That's tough to do.
Very.
That's tough. Hey, we heard Orlando Brown talk about this earlier. I love this scheme. First of all, this is like 1942 Navy Army game right here.
Hell yeah.
You got to love the fact that Andy Reid, one of the biggest moments of the game, short yardage play, boom, puts it in. Here's what we're going to do. A lot of times when they do this, Mahomes, real quick, looks like he's rolling out, and you get the handoff underneath to Pacheco, and it should be hitting right there. Watch how he plays it, because that's what he thinks is going to happen. He dives down inside, makes the block for the fullback, cuts him, boom. Go back. Look at the game of inches. Look how close these two go when they run into each other. He's pulling for the corner. He's pulling for the linebacker. And when they do this, look how close that is. Now, watch this. Sky Moore coming in, knows it's man coverage. He takes 2 for 1, sets up the block for Thuney. Thuney comes around. This guy comes back. He's already got leverage. There it is. Thuney's block's made.
Rookie. Sky Moore.
Yeah.
That's a huge block.
Huge. And then there's Trey cleaning up when he comes around on the linebacker. I mean, this is such a well-blocked play and such a big moment in that game.
Great tackle.
AQ, how you like Thuney's sweet right stiff arm right there? It's all he had to get on the dude when he's coming around the edge.
That's it. That's
it. Joe's genius.
Just long arm him, keep running. Heck, it would have been even cooler. He long arms him right there and goes and gets the safety coming down. How awesome would that have been?
That would have been a hell of a fucking play for a guy that's 300 pounds.
This is Joe's third Super Bowl win as well.
Third,
yeah. This is
Sky Moore, though. Sky Moore is a rookie. Think of making that block 3rd and 1. He knows the stage he is on. That's a huge play. Yeah.
Small, undersized guy. Look at him. Awesome. Every good man get 1. Every great man get 2.
Look at the leverage everywhere. Sealed. He's going to get around. Sealed. He gets sealed. Every single person is on the right side of their guy. That is how you win a Super Bowl, my friends.
CJ also was laying the wood. He had that hit on Pacheco earlier in the game that caused Pacheco to, need a second, gain his breath back.
Yeah. What do we got here? Oh, we got this one again.
No, is this the new one?
No, keep going. Should be on to the Eagles.
Oh, yeah. Hey, this is the proper last one.
Yeah.
It says the proper last
for
one.
your guys.
With how the year has gone within the trenches and the teams that have been highlighting and the players that we have seen week in, week out on In the Trenches, this is the perfect play to wrap up this season's In the Trenches. Don't you think, AQ?
We would be remiss to not mention what a year Jason Kelce had. Not only what a year, what a career.
Maybe.
If this is his last game that he ever plays. He played out of his fucking mind the entire game. Let's just watch how my man pulls around for number 50, Gay, the linebacker, and doesn't slow down at all as he decleats him moving on to the second level. This is incredible. It's almost like he gets a little more depth right there knowing I got another yard to come downhill. And watch this, right shoulder.
Boom.
Ooh, damn.
Doesn't even slow down. Look at him. He's saying something.
Yeah, he knows. He knows it.
He knows it.
He knows what just
I'm
happened.
locked in.
He knows it.
What a year, huh?
What a year.
What a fucking year by this offensive line. Yeah. It was fun to watch this group right here.
Really was.
They had I think AQ posted on his social media as well. They had, I think it was Mailata and Dickerson on the left side on a down block.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they took a guy 7 yards back.
Yeah, I mean, the ability that Mailata and Dickerson have on their deuce blocks. We saw it last week with the 49ers. They did the same thing early in the game, which got the Eagles down to the 1 yard line.
Yes, that's what it was.
Before the quarterback sneak from Hurts.
Yeah.
Yep.
AJ, what are you doing there? Ain't nothing you could do about it, huh? Jason Kelce's leverage and speed and ability.
What?
Especially when he probably, I don't know if he had a good angle or to even see Kelce coming for him. Man, that's just.
You think he potentially thought this was his guy? That guy's blocking.
Slide in there.
And honestly,
he thought he was getting underneath it.
Honestly, Dickerson, in a lot of schemes, they're telling Dickerson to take him first color, boom, and then Kelce read off, right?
Yeah.
This is incredible, the trust they have with one another.
Did they use the D-line more to try and neutralize the read option? Because it felt like they didn't really run the read option as much as before. Or
threw the ball.
Yeah, I felt like Hurts didn't pull the ball in the read option.
So,
more.
AJ, correct me if you think if I'm wrong on this, but this is what I saw when I watched this film. He took those guys. If you remember last week, right, we were sitting those guys and playing them over the top, right, the linebackers.
Fred Warner.
This week, Spags was sending these guys downhill to get these guys off their double teams quicker and then playing the safeties on the read options. All his whole goal was how do we stop zones? Penetration. So we get penetration, we get linebackers downhill, downhill, downhill. Even though Kelce just decleated him right there, we got a bunch of bodies moving this way up the field. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at Bolton's flying too, and they had what Frank Clark is sitting backside for Jalen. If you run it to the top,
you'll
see he's sitting like his responsibility is, hey, Jalen, if he keeps this thing, we need your your big athletic body to take this dude down in the open field.
100%. And then they were handling
Watch
it
him
with
sit.
safeties scraping over the top as well.
Yep. Bolton had a hell of a game too, man. Credit to him.
He's so good.
Almost had 2.
He had a stop.
Could have been Super Bowl MVP if they would have given him that one.
Yeah.
I think they give it to Mahomes regardless, but yes, would certainly have an argument for the rest of his life in every conversation he's ever been in.
I mean, you talk about scoring a touchdown, in the Super Bowl for McKinnon. Could you imagine what that's like for a middle linebacker?
Oh, smooth.
And then he scooped up a second one, and then he gets another one. He's like,
Yeah.
I just scored 2 touchdowns in
Holy
the Super Bowl.
shit.
Hold on, Seattle Seahawks linebacker.
Malcolm Smith.
He was Smith, yeah.
He was the
won.
MVP, yeah.
He won
He was the MVP. Yep.
Should we have known then?
Peyton Manning playing that team as well.
Yeah.
First score being a safety, I believe, is plus 20,000.
How about the center?
Snapped
That's a
over his
tough
head.
game for a center.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tough game for a center.
110 million probably watching
Snapped it over his head, right?
First
Was
play.
it over his
Best
head?
offense in the history of the NFL that year.
Hey, hell of a run this year, pal. Hell of a run.
Thank you.
Great
Jason.
podcast. Incredible fucking season on the field. You went to a Super Bowl. I heard him mic'd up telling his brother, go celebrate, dude. Because Travis said, I don't even know what to tell you, man. He said, go celebrate. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Every moment was fantastic. And so was In the Trenches this year.